Well, I missed their little message from kind of in I don't know, in the theme of Apollo 8. There was a lesson on love your neighbor as yourself by one of the astronauts. They're about 2 minutes away from losing signal, LOS, loss of signal. There's the Earth about to go behind the moon. You can see it getting closer and closer. And there's Artemis. They did the math right, so they Artemis the moon. They did miss the moon. They went higher than, farther away from the Earth than anybody's ever gone. Other than alien abductions or secret space programs that we're not allowed to know about, that Gary McKinnon might have somewhat exposed.
Just about a minute and a half now until we lose communication with the astronauts aboard Orion on the Artemis 2 mission. Now, 5 days and 6 minutes since their launch on April 1st. And we'll be out of communication for about 40 minutes. And this really beautiful view of a crescent moon and a crescent Earth. How great thou art.
Oh boy. They've all done went Christian on us. There was a lot of people that were kind of ticked off about the, I think it was Frank Borman. I can't remember who read the scripture in 1968. There you go. I guess they just lost signal. Or they cut them off before they could read it. Nope, there it's back. They cut them off before any more Bible lessons. There for a while you could...
30 seconds now until we expect loss of signal.
You can see the digital hiccups going on, but I can't get this to focus any better. You could see the dark side of the Earth there, which is called moonshine. When we're looking at the shady side of the moon, and you can still see it, it's called earthshine. There's enough light from the Earth, they should see and be able to photograph can't get that to focus any better. That's sad. There we go. Anyway, this is a depiction of where they're at. The Earth going down. They call it a visualization instead of animation. I remember watching Skylab, and I don't know, I think I can remember like Apollo 16 and 17 with the moon buggies on TV.
And we have confirmation of loss of signal of the Orion spacecraft as it flies behind the moon. We expect to regain communications with them in another approximately 40 minutes. This was expected as their spacecraft is now out of direct line of sight with Earth and behind the moon. And this is a poignant moment as it's the first time in over 50 years that we have humans completely unreachable by anyone else on Earth. No matter how distant or secluded, we could reach anyone living on Earth, but while the crew flies behind the moon, it's simply impossible to make contact with them. This is a live view inside the Science Evaluation Room here at Johnson Space Center and just down the hall from Mission Control. This team has been monitoring the flyby all day as the team has continued capturing targets on the lunar surface. We even got to see this team in action as they were helping the astronauts identify some of the features they were seeing on the moon but not expecting.
NASA media,
There will be a couple
probably.
of milestones during this loss of signal. The first will be when the astronauts make their closest approach of the moon at MET 5 days, 25 minutes, and 34 seconds, when we expect they'll be 4,067 statute miles above the lunar surface. Their maximum Earth altitude will be reached just 2 minutes later at 5 days, 27
Moon?
minutes, and
That's
39
no moon.
seconds, when their
It's the
altitude
Death
should be
Star.
approximately 252,756 statute miles. Once those milestones are reached and we have confirmation, we will report the official numbers.
Anyway, hopefully they'll be able to get some pictures when they're over around on the dark side, when they get away from the crescent, the light of the crescent. They're also supposed to be able to see the lofted regolith, the lunar dust, gets stirred
Throughout
up.
the Artemis 2 mission, astronaut voice, images, video, and vital mission data must traverse thousands of miles, carried on signals from NASA's powerful communications systems, the Near Space Network and the Deep Space Network. Let's learn a little bit more.
That's kind of a pun there. Serendipity, the sheriff, science deputy, and science chief.
Lunar presence and future journeys to Mars.
I can't get it to stop. How do I stop this? Finish. Okay.